Hi, everyone. This is BizChicks TV. This is the place where you can find tips and tools to help you do business better. We're here to help you run a profitable business that's fun to run and to take the hassle out of your hustle and to stop all the dingings and the pingings in your life. It is the day that we get to talk about your health and your wealth. And we are here talking with Robin Shimizu and friends about our happy, healthy habits. Robin is always so cheerful. I just love your smile, Robin. And we always are on an adventure here at Biz Chicks. So today we're going to be talking about what, Robin? What's the topic today?
Today is about journaling.
Okay. Well, we
Journaling
are.
to relieve stress.
Oh, okay. Let me get that. Journaling to relieve stress. I like it. Okay. It would be great if I were the world's greatest speller, however. So, guys, we're talking about journaling to relieve stress.
Perfect.
Oh my God. My stress is totally relieved. I've just been typing, so I consider that a form of journaling. Okay. I was looking at an article over here on Everyday Health, and they were talking about the keeping a journal is actually proven to help um, in terms of reducing stress, being a. I'm going to read the sentence to be an effective, inexpensive form of stress relief. Okay, so I like those two terms, effective and inexpensive, because a lot of times in our audience, people are just starting out. They're just starting out in business, or they're just starting something new in life, a new chapter in their life, and they need a way to reduce stress. And there've been a lot of events lately that have probably caused stress in individuals' lives, and um, the ability to, what do you call that? Relieve, to reduce any kind of anxiety or stress um, in a way that's cost effective is a winner. It's a winner. People have lost loved ones. They have experienced financial distress, emotional distress, and a way to relieve that through something as simple as journaling is really a blessing, and it leaves a record for those who want to understand them, and also leaves a record for us to understand ourselves.
Exactly.
so,
Exactly.
so let's talk about some of the benefits of keeping a diary. Let's
Did you
see.
ever keep a diary when you were a young girl,
You know
Terry?
what? When I was in high school, I did. I
Did
don't
you?
think I've kept one since.
No. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I don't think I've kept one since. I do keep notes when I go to Bible study, but I don't know if I consider that a journal because it's
Mm-hmm.
it's just about the topic.
Mm-hmm.
Or when I go to a class, I've taken notes. But as far as writing about myself and what's going on with me,
Mm-hmm.
I have not really been consistent with that. And over there in the Money Mindset Academy, Karen talks about the fact that we should keep a diary, a money diary,
Really? A
so
money diary.
so we can better understand our finances.
That's a great idea too. A money diary. Because I don't, yeah, that's a great idea.
Especially if you're an entrepreneur, because how you handle your personal accounts,
Mm-hmm.
um, how you feel about money
Mm-hmm.
affects how you're going to um, operate in your business when it comes
Mm-hmm.
to money.
Mm-hmm.
I heard someone
And
say
in
the
and
way
in
you,
your life,
exactly.
right? It's about everything. It's your business, your life, your family. It's everything. Wow. I'm going to have to talk to Coach Karen about that.
Yes, she'll
The
be.
money diary.
Yes, she's on Wednesdays, and so she says that we should do that because we really don't understand the different things that are affecting why we do the things we do with our money. Some people, when they get money, the first thing they do is they just want to give it away because they're not used to having money.
Mm-hmm.
Or some people want to hoard their money because they're scared there won't be more.
Mm-hmm.
They're just some different things. So a diary can reveal to us a lot of things about ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
So journaling, I prefer to call it journaling at this stage of my life because I don't think a lot of men are about keeping diaries. You know what I mean? To give my grandson a diary, he'd be looking like, "What is this?" Uh, but if I give him a journal, he looks at it differently. The money
And
looks at it differently.
Lawanna's story about her son when she gave him that journal to do just touched my heart. I'll never forget her story, and maybe one of these days we can get her on to tell her story again about how her his journal helped her so much, later on. Um, and I have never really kept a diary. I've always wanted to. I've always
Mhm,
intended to. Even with Lawanna's journaling, that I'm taking her journaling class on
yeah.
Mondays.
Mhm,
Lawannna Parker, by the way, might join us later on in the show. But anyway, now that I'm at my mama's house and things are settling down for me, I
mhm,
think I want to do exactly what Coach Karen's saying about a money diary and a personal diary. I
mhm.
think I'm going to start that because it's a new chapter in my life. So why not start now, right?
Absolutely.
But anybody, I mean, you
Absolutely.
could start any time. Every day is a
Mhm.
new chapter in your life, really. But
There you are. Well, I'm
yeah,
gonna
so let's look at some of the benefits, Terry. What were you saying about the
okay, so over
benefits?
here on the article that I was speak referencing, it says keeping your stress relief diary. Researchers have not uh, are not actually sure why it helps, but they know that getting your thoughts down during journaling helps you for a number of reasons. And the first one is it allows you to sort out and clarify your thoughts and your emotions. Wow. Okay, so I guess when you're journaling, you get a chance to really ask yourself, well, why did you do that, Terry? And how do you feel about it? The things that
It-
we don't have time to discuss, when we're navigating the planet. But when you're putting pen to paper, there's something about the transferring of the thought from the brain to the paper that actually takes place that allows you to sort some things out. Then the next thing it says, it lets you reflect upon your life's journey by looking back at the past through journal entries. So you can look at your history
Mhm,
and say, okay, you did this and you did it again here and you did, and you say, well, maybe I haven't learned the lesson
mhm.
that I was supposed to because my behavior hasn't changed. Insanity is to do the same thing over and over again and expect what? A different result?
Yeah.
So, so if you have that journal history, then it helps to sort that out and say, oh, and identify things that are holding you back or things that are propelling you forward.
Mhm,
Oh, that
mhm,
works. Let me do that again.
mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So having that reference, I guess journals are like reference books. And I have seen people that have a journal for every year. Have you seen that? And they got the year on the
Mhm.
spine of the journal. I'm just like, okay.
Well, it's never too late, and I'm 68 years old, and I'm going to start journaling. I told Lawanna that a couple of weeks ago, and now I'm going to.
Okay.
I'm going to set
So
my
now,
intention. Yep.
and you got quite a while to go. How old's your mom?
She's 30 years older than me, so
So
she's
she's in her
98.
90s. So yes,
Yeah,
yeah, I think you got a lot of diaries to put up there, girl.
that's the hope.
Yes, longevity
Yeah.
is on your side. Okay.
So I think the other thing that you said you just said, which I think is really important, is that journaling helps us get our feelings down. How do we feel
Yeah.
about stuff? Because we don't sit there and think, well, how would I feel about this? We don't do that to
I do
ourselves.
not do that.
Yeah, yeah,
How I really feel about that.
right.
Do I really care? Or I am just on to the next thing. Our life is just so what squirrels, shiny objects, and the next thing you know, we're on to the next task. I don't know. Americans are very task oriented, and I
Yeah.
think business people are too. Like, what is the next thing I need to be doing? Uh, in fact, sometimes our mind is already over there while we're working on what we're working on.
That's
We're
right.
thinking about what's next, not how do I feel about this.
Yeah, yeah,
Interesting. And the other thing too is when you get a chance to write down your feelings, it helps you clarify your mission and your purpose.
right.
Because maybe the mission has changed, but you never stopped long enough to see how you're feeling about where you are, to check in. I call it checking in. To check in with yourself to see if you're really on the path that you want to be on, or have you veered off.
Yeah,
Who do we
very
have
good.
we got Yolanda in the house today. How you doing, Yolanda? And Yolanda,
Yay!
yeah, and Yolanda is working on a part of her life called Finding Yolanda.
Yeah.
So, so um, I'm just excited about that as she is. And we're talking about journaling to release stress today. So the other thing it says that it gives you time to reflect about your feelings and emotions so that you can better understand them. Okay, so to better understand yourself. Wow, I never thought of journaling as being that deep. Hi, Yolanda. How you doing this morning? She says, hi, ladies. uh, so, and then the fourth thing it says is it provides an outlet for expressing difficult emotions, such as anger, frustration, without hurting someone you love. Wow.
You can get it all out on paper and not hurt anybody's feelings, and then look at
Personally,
it.
I would rip it out and toss it because I wouldn't want them to discover something that really I've worked through and we're all good.
Isn't that one of the exercises we often do in our wellness classes? Is to write down things that are not don't make you happy, and then you rip it up, or you toss it away, or you do something with it. You just get rid of those negative
Exactly.
feelings, and that's one way of doing it. And I've actually done that before, to
Mm.
prevent myself from sending off an email that is too angry or
Ugly.
whatever. I've done that before, where I've put it down on paper and then got rid of it.
Wow.
Yeah, I think that's a really good exercise. Yeah, difficult feelings.
You're working through things by journaling. And I have actually done things like shred it afterwards, put it through a shredder so that,
It's gone.
yeah, so it wouldn't be rediscovered. You know what I'm saying? Recovered or discovered. Uh, and then the other thing it says it can be a way to release your negative thoughts and emotions so that you can move on to a happier state of mind. I think we complicate journaling. A lot of people have a gratefulness journal. So, and to
Right.
me, that is when you wake up and you say, and I've heard people recommend that you write down 3 things that you're grateful for, right?
Every day.
Before the day even begins, to just get started counting your blessings. And it reminds me of There used to be a song, "Count Your Blessings, count them one by one, see the many things, see the many blessings that God has done, and uh, catch a falling star and put it in your pocket." This is the same type of thought pattern to get us on a more positive thought pattern
Mhm.
once we work
Mhm.
through whatever is causing us
Mhm.
distress.
Mhm.
So I think that the the whole idea of journaling can be effective. It can be effective. It says other methods of expression. Not everyone will enjoy journaling. If keeping a diary isn't for you, you can try other avenues of stress relief. Okay. If there's someone you feel comfortable sharing your thoughts with, talk about your feelings with a trusted friend, family member, or therapist. My thing is, if it's that personal, I don't want someone walking around with that kind of information about me. Should our friendship go in a different direction? I don't want them showing up at a party and just
Yeah.
regurgitate all my personal information. Okay. Another thing that they suggest is that you can join a support group. This is if you really need stress or start your own blog. If you're interested in starting a blog, you really should connect with Lawannna Parker.
Yeah.
She's really excellent at that. For people who are musically inclined, music can be a great outlet for expressing emotions, playing it or listening to it. Now, that I can relate to. I can put on some praise music and it just changes my whole attitude about things, changes the whole atmosphere is just energized with a whole different calmness,
Mhm.
a
Mhm.
whole different set of emotions.
Mhm. Yeah.
And it says if you enjoy art, you can draw or sculpt pieces that express how you're feeling.
Mhm.
That makes sense. I've heard of art therapy. Now, maybe in your journal, you may want to sketch. Your
That's right.
journal may be a sketchbook.
Mhm. Mhm.
We have such, what do you call it, rigid definitions of things. Your journal may be, I don't know, an expression of pictures
Mhm.
or
Doodling.
do
They actually
yeah,
say doodling is therapeutic.
yes, yes, it really is. They say that it actually allows you to relax, and anytime you relax, that leads to longevity, right? Because now you're not all stressed out and uptight about things because you've been able to release whatever that tension is. So I think that one of the things that we want to recommend here on Happy Healthy Habits today is that you take the time to see if journaling is for you. And if it isn't, then take the time to see what it is that relaxes you, that allows you to relieve stress. It could be art, it could be
You
music,
see? Mhm.
mhm,
Reading. Mhm.
just listing the things you're grateful for,
Mhm.
or doing something for someone else.
Mhm.
Maybe you want to gift a journal to someone. If you've got a journal that you have not used, you might want to just gift it to someone if you're not going to use it. Right? Doesn't that make sense?
Well, I'm going to start journaling as of today because today's day number 2.
Okay.
So I'm going to start journaling, and it will that this is exciting. I'm very happy about this. So
I'm looking forward to hearing more about your journaling experience
yes,
because
yeah,
I have attempted journaling from time to time and I'm not
yes.
consistent. I want to say that. I'm not consistent. And my life is not that exciting.
That's
And I
a good thing.
Yeah, I don't have stress. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good thing.
So, so I really don't have a lot to write about, except unless you're gonna open up and say, "I'm happy today, I'm grateful today, and I'm happy." So,
Well, Lawannna said that you don't have to journal every day.
oh,
Yeah,
okay.
she says journal when you really feel like it too. So she said don't beat yourself up if you don't do it every day. She says
Oh,
just journal when the need comes. Go ahead and sit and journal. And if it becomes a habit where you do it every day, then great. But she said
that
just don't forget the tool that we have to help us
I am
relieve
so glad
stress.
you said that because I feel so much freer now.
Yes, exactly.
I do. I really
Good.
do. I'm like, okay, so it's not so because to me it was just something else to add to my routine. And
Right.
I don't want my routine to get so long that I'm exhausted before I get started with my day.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
My morning routine.
Hmm.
Uh, so thank
Yeah,
you
you
for
don't want
that.
to start out exhausted.
No, I do not. No, I do not.
Start your
Oh my
day out with a big glass of water
God. Okay.
and your
I
journal
love
book
that. I love that.
and
Well,
write
I
your three
want
gratitudes.
to thank you. So before we leave, we want to make sure that everybody knows how to connect with the BizChicks community.
Hmm.
And you can do that by texting Biz to 33777. And somewhere up here is the banner. And I want everybody to know that this Saturday, BizChicks is doing a workshop
Oh,
on YouTube, how to do YouTube better. So if you'd like to be a part of that, you can go into the BizChicks community and sign up, or you can contact us over there on bizchicks.net, and you can sign up for the workshop. If you'd like, we can send you the link. Just inbox us, and we'll send you the link, and you can register for the class. It's going to be Saturday morning, 8 o'clock a.m. Pacific time, for those of you who are interested, or if you know someone who is interested. I don't know why, but I am in need of water today. I think it's because I'm around different Fola and Fanta, and
so
it.
you guys have a workshop on Saturday. That's great. So BizChicks is starting the workshops up back up.
Yes, we're going to be starting our quarterly workshops, and they'll be actually done in the Biz Chicks Circle community. So that's why you'd also want to join Biz Chicks at 33777. And by joining, you also will get, if you become a VIP subscriber, you can get the workshop at half price. So it'll give you the option when you go to register, whether or not you want to register as a guest or whether you want to register as a VIP member. And you can save a lot and be part of the circle and community with BizChicks. So we look forward to that. Um,
Great.
yeah, yes, we're excited about it.
I'm
So
looking forward to your workshops. I love your workshops. That your workshops is what started me out 3 years ago. When we did that. Yeah, cool.
yeah, when we start talking about Facebook and
Facebook, yeah,
Instagram.
yeah.
And I think Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter were what we were talking about at
Hmm.
that workshop.
Hmm.
Yes. So today, Saturday, we'll be talking about YouTube. So, guys,
Very
come on,
cool.
get on a train and learn more about YouTube and how to do it better. And we'll grow together over there because we're just starting to really develop our YouTube channel, and we want you to come along for the journey. So if you haven't already subscribed to the BizChicks YouTube channel, we'd love for you to be a part of that community also. So I think we want to let everybody know that tomorrow we'll be talking tech and English with the Biz Chicks Tech Divas. Dr. Tachi will be there. Um, we'll have Terry Johnson online from New York City. So Dr. Tachi's from Florida. So we've got we got the Florida Keys, we've got New York City, and I'm here in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
and Francine will be on the West Coast. And so we are just excited. We're covering the nation here and the globe with information about tech that will help you do business better. We'll be talking tech in English. You'll be able to understand it. And if you don't, just put us a note in the chat and we'll break it down for you. So with that, I'm going to ask you, Robin, do we have a guest for the upcoming week? Do we know who's on the roster? Who's going to be on
Yes.
the show next week?
October 21st is Linus
Oh, I love Linda.
Mullins. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
always feel calm when she and Jill show up.
Yes. Yes. They're so full of great tips. And
Great
so,
information.
yes.
Yes. So, ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank you for your time. And we want to remind you to go to the front of your own line. Have a great day, and we will see you next week. Bye bye, everyone.
Bye, Terry. Thank you.
Bye bye, Robin.